Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, you still seem invisible to other people, like you're missing that spark of authority? Most men are draining their masculine energy through silent leaks that destroy their attractiveness and confidence. In this video, I'm not just going to tell you what you're doing wrong, I'm going to give you the exact roadmap to reclaim your power and command any environment you walk into. Stay with me, because the third habit is what separates leaders from followers. We live in an era where masculinity has become deeply confused. We're told to be passive, to avoid standing out, and to act as if leadership is something outdated. The result is a generation of men walking around with their eyes down, shoulders collapsed, and no real sense of direction. But here's the truth. Your masculine energy is not something you should hide. It is your biological engine. It is what makes you attractive, what gives you clarity, and what generates respect from the people around you. If you feel like you've lost that inner fire, it's not because you don't have it. It's because you're letting it leak out through cracks you didn't even know existed. Section 1. The invisible energy leaks. Before you can build, you have to stop destroying. The most common leak of masculine energy today is cheap stimulation. Excessive consumption of adult content and endless scrolling on social media are wrecking your dopamine system. When you give your brain a false sense of sexual gratification or status through a screen, your subconscious starts acting as if you've already won. Why would you push yourself to become attractive in real life when pleasure is always one click away? That pattern makes you softer, lazier, and strips away the healthy aggression you need to pursue your goals. The second leak is poor physical posture. A man who shrinks himself and tries to take up as little space as possible tells the world he doesn't believe he belongs there. Your masculine energy begins in your spine. If your body collapses, your mind often follows. Section 2. The power of purpose over pleasure. The fundamental difference between a man who attracts attention and one who gets ignored is purpose. A man without a mission is like a ship without a rudder, drifting wherever the waves and other people's opinions push him. When you don't have a clear objective, your energy gets scattered in the search for validation. You start acting to please other people, especially women, and that is exactly where you lose your power. Real masculine energy is built when you place your mission above immediate comfort. That doesn't mean becoming a robot. It means your decisions are aligned with the man you want to become. When a man becomes intensely focused on his growth, his work, and his skills, he projects an aura of competence that is naturally magnetic. Section 3. The leader's habit, stoic discipline. Now we get to the third habit, the one that separates leaders from followers: emotional control. A lot of men confuse masculinity with uncontrolled aggression or impulsiveness, but real power lies in the ability to stay calm in the middle of chaos. A leader is not the one who shouts the loudest. A leader is the one who doesn't break under pressure. The moment you allow external forces to control your emotional state, you hand your energy over to them. When you practice stoicism and mental discipline, you become much harder to shake. This shows up physically in a steady gaze, slower movements, and a voice that doesn't tremble when you speak. That kind of presence is what creates the natural authority we talked about at the beginning. Discipline is the language of masculinity. Section 4. Nourishing the masculine body. You cannot talk about masculine energy without talking about the biological foundation, your hormones, and your physical health. Strength training is not a luxury. It is a necessity for the modern man. Lifting weights doesn't just improve your visual attractiveness, it also helps regulate your internal chemistry in a way that can make you feel stronger, more grounded, and more confident. Nutrition matters too. If your diet is built on processed food and sugar, you are sabotaging your body from the inside out. A man with strong masculine energy sleeps enough, gets sunlight, and understands that his body is the tool he uses to move through the world. If you don't respect your own body, no one else will. Reclaiming your masculine energy does not happen overnight. It begins with a conscious decision you make every morning when you wake up. Start by closing the dopamine leaks, straightening your posture, and defining your mission in this world. When you stop chasing external validation and focus on becoming the strongest version of yourself, respect and attraction begin to follow naturally. If this video opened your eyes, subscribe so you don't miss the next guides on self-improvement. And leave a comment below telling me which habit you're going to change first. Remember, the world needs strong, decisive men. And if you want to go even deeper into improving your physical presence, click the video on screen right now. See you at the top.